How do you do, y'all? This is John, and today we are talking about You, Me, and Tuscany, a new movie out in theaters right now. And then You, Me, and Tuscany deals with this young American girl who goes over to Italy. She can't find a hotel, so she stays in this villa someone she met, owned, and a mix-up occurs, and his family in Italy think he is engaged to her. Instead of telling the truth, she lies, and drama occurs. She ends up falling in love with his adopted brother. Typical stupid rom-com stuff happens. Okay, now getting into it, first and foremost, what I liked about the movie. Italy looks nice. In all seriousness, there are actually some technical stuff that I think is well done. For example, it's a visually appealing movie. It's a movie that doesn't look ugly at all. It doesn't look horrible. They had the fortune to actually film the movie in Italy, which helps because, like I said, Italy is a lovely looking country. And to give credit where credit's due, the actors are fine. The actors do a fine job in the movie. I don't think there's any Oscar worthy performances at all. I should point that out. But as far as, it goes, they did their jobs. They did their jobs, and it wasn't, terrible or anything like that. From a technical standpoint, this is a well-made movie. I can't really say the exact same thing though with the writing. This is one of those movies that's unfortunately deeply hampered by undeniably bad writing. Because first and foremost, the story is very basic and typical for rom-coms. Something happens. These two people meet. Sometimes they have like this other romance sort of thing going on, or a love triangle thing going on. Crazy shenanigans happen that sometimes aren't even that crazy, and boom, you have a fairy tale ending somehow pulled out from all of this. And they're often very unrealistic, and like I said, most times it's the same thing over and over again. Now, you do occasionally get a rom-com that actually does something new. Like last year, we had The Life List, which, that was a decent movie. But 9 times out of 10, or the odds are actually probably greater than that, you get the same thing over and over again. And another thing worth pointing out is the main character, she really isn't that great. Like, no offense to Halle Bailey, who plays her. She's clearly doing the best that she can. But again, the writing, she's written as a very unlikable character. She lies, she deceives, she practically broke in and entered. She has a habit of taking things that don't belong to her. She's just this very unlikable character. And yeah, the fairy tale ending is way more unbelievable when you factor that in. The fact that she's basically a criminal, and there's also plot holes galore. There's this one thing in particular where it gets revealed that this one guy is the adoptive brother of the guy she's supposed to marry. However, him and the main character met up earlier in the movie, and he should have known because the conversation that they had, you could tell he would have been able to have told that she was lying. So either the writers did a bad job writing, or he is an idiot. So guys, at the end of the day, Me Tuscany, it's just another bad rom-com. On a technical level, it's well made, and I give them props for that. But from a writing standpoint, this movie was abysmally written. The story's basic, and you know how it's gonna end because you've seen these type of movies before all the time. Pick just some random rom-com, it's that movie. The main character is very unlikable and pretty much a criminal, and you question why they aren't calling the cops on her. Plot holes galore. It's just a bad rom-com. And unless you're someone who just simply likes that kind of movie, I can't recommend it. I'm going to give Me Tuscany a 4. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And please don't forget, I also have a secondary channel where I do gaming content. Please go check it out. And as per usual, please remember, the Podetsky will return.